Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. Thank you, Brian, again for speaking today. It's great to see you. So Brian Epstein is an outplacement consultant who offers coaching to executives, senior leaders, and management, as well as business professionals who are in career transition. He has worked with clients, executives, leaders, management, and employees from all levels of organizations who have been downsized. Brian has supported employees during the notification process until they have been able to secure new career roles in their respective fields. Thank you again for speaking today, Brian, and good luck with your presentation.
Thank you, Alex. It's great to be talking to you. Unfortunately, I always prefer to speak in a live audience where I can meet people. But having said that, I encourage everybody to send me a message afterwards by my email. It will be at the end of this presentation. Or I can't see the chat right now, just there seems to be a little bit of a technical issue. But my email address is Brian, BRIAN, Epstein@outlook.com. I'd be happy to set up time to talk to each and every one who may be watching right now. So today's presentation is on networking, and this is a topic that is very dear to me, and because I think a lot of my own career that I've done well in anything that I've met new people or helped to grow my own career has been based on talking and building my own network. So first of all, when I say the word networking to many people usually make this look, whether or not they've been clients. Anyone that's seen this movie will know what that screen really looks like. But I often look at it, if you can think of networking as you're simply going to somebody to ask for information and not make it like such a big deal. Don't put it like you're putting someone on a pedestal. Oh my goodness, it makes me nerve-wracking to talk to other people about myself. Some people that are probably watching today are very extroverted people. They enjoy meeting new people, but then there are other people that find it really challenging. But if you put it in the perspective, just like you go to the library, you ask the librarian for help, or you go to a store and you ask for help, you're asking for help about your own job search and about finding out about your career, about your opportunities that might present themselves. So, and with that in mind, keep this in, you're looking for help, you're looking for support, you're looking for guidance. And people often say to me, but Brian, who would want to speak to me to ask for, if I ask for guidance? And oftentimes people are very open to it. People want to help other people generally. And especially in these COVID times, people say to me, but Brian, it's in the middle of COVID, I can't look for a job. And I think quite the opposite. If you think of people, the majority of people are working from home today. They're working by themselves. Maybe they have some kids that are running around in another room, but they enjoy the opportunity to speak to other adults who they can talk about their career. And if you could think of it, no matter where you are in your career, whether or not you're starting out or you've been working 30 or 40 years, you all have something to add to the conversation. You have something of your own skills and experience, whether or not you've just finished university or you've been working for 20, 30 years, that you can talk about your own background and people that want to share information. So look at it as a reciprocal way that you're sharing information with somebody else and somebody's going to share information with you. And if you can look at the bottom photo there, we're trying to help each other. We're trying to guide each other. We're supporting each other to bring up the hill. And if you can imagine, it's not only just for looking for a job. The help that we're giving each other is for our career throughout the whole time period. So even if you get this great job and you think, I want to get some information about my career, there's too much to learn and to on this new job. If you reach out to your network, people could give you some advice that you don't have to worry about asking in your job. You can find other people that can support you. So if you can look at this quote, there's no lack of knowledge out there, just a shortage of asking for help. So if you think of that, many of us are a little bit shy to ask for help. And if we are shy, we're not going to get that knowledge. The more knowledge that we can get, there's so much knowledge, and if we can just ask for help, people will be willing to give the help that can help us, that can assist us for our own career for now and into the future. So what is networking? Networking is talking to people. I've already indicated this already. The more people you talk to, the more you can get some more information. People say to me, but Brian, I can go online and I can search. Why do I need to talk to people? Because there's nothing better than talking to people that are actually doing the work, get their skills and experience, and they'll be willing to share information about what they are doing. They'll have some insights for you and their perspective of what is good for you, how to grow your own field, grow your own experience, learn where there may be opportunities. They may have people in their network to talk to. Oftentimes people will say, well, Brian, I can just go and apply for jobs on my own. And you can. And it is a comfortable thing that we can look for jobs staying at home, staying on the computer at any time of the day or night or in the middle of the morning and sending out emails and applying for jobs. But truthfully speaking, if you can have a network, somebody can maybe able to introduce you to somebody at that organization. So oftentimes people say they don't get jobs. They have the right experience. They're perfect for the job. And the person that usually gets hired is someone that may know someone in that organization. So if you apply for a job and you've already built a network and you can name someone in that application when you apply to a specific company, to John McDonald organization, you could say, I was speaking to John recently. You will be in a better position to get hired. So if you can look at the top of the screen, you'll see Newman HR. And that's basically the company that I'm doing some work with right now. And I started to do some work because I'm networked with Frank Newman, who started this company a few years ago. And by building my network and staying in touch with him, we were able to build a relationship, and I was able to be hired or to be considered to do some work for him in the future. Now that's a long range opportunity, but it can happen in a shorter period of time too. So the idea is to build your network and to grow and to seek and be willing to share information, because you have information that the person that you're meeting with might have that might be interested with. So look at this as it's an ongoing network. It's something that you're hoping for the short term and the long term. And it's reciprocal, as I've already said. If you can share information with me, I'll be able to share information with you. We're helping both of our careers. So look at this as that you're trying to have information meetings, and they could be called networking meetings. And even though we're in COVID right now, and most of us are working from home, we could have these meetings by Zoom, and hopefully when COVID completes in the next year, we'll be able to go back and to do it in person. But I think a lot of people will be meeting ongoing on Zoom even after COVID is over. As people have talked, this is a new way we're doing things, but it is an opportunity to find out, to meet different people, to find out what's going on in your career, to get someone else's perspective and insight. And I've done that. I've had clients that have come to me and that have been looking for jobs, and they've been applying. And then when they've started to have some information meetings, they found out where there may be opportunity, where there may be positions. I often remember of one lady who came to me who's quite a shy person, and she said, Brian, I can't do this. This is not something in my comfort level. And she ended up, I said, just try to go for one meeting. And she did. And she said it wasn't that difficult after she did it. And she ended up finding opportunities to do that. For internationally educated professionals, I've worked with many who are people from other countries. And they have said to me, Brian, this is not something we do in our country. We do have our networks through our parents and our family, but going to information meetings is not something that is common. But in Canada, we find that this is quite common to have information meetings, and people will be open to it. Will everybody be open to it? Probably not. But the chances are, if you network and connect with many other people, there will be opportunities for you to find out what's going on in your career. So what can you find out? Again, you'll be able to find out about more information, advice, maybe introductions. You'll be able to find out about different trends that are going on in your industry that you may be interested, or in different type of companies. What are their needs? What are their market opportunities? You'll be able to understand how your expertise can help that particular organization, because you want to see if you can be the solution. And by speaking to people, you'll be able to find connected. Keep in mind, a lot of people think, okay, if I look online, the jobs are going to be posted. But oftentimes, the jobs are not posted. And you happen to come around and you talk to people. And when you talk to more and more people, they think, you know what? You may be the solution for the organization. So I don't mean to say that this is easy. I do say that it is possible. And the more people you talk to, in talking to people, and you'll get people to validate what your objectives are and targets, the more people you talk to, you'll see where you will fit into the industry. And you'll see if you can increase your visibility. And increase your visibility can be in person, being known in the industry by talking to different people. So if you focus on one particular industry, whether or not it's finance, pharmaceutical, or recreation, whatever it is, by talking to more and more people, you'll build that network, and that will be helpful to you for looking for jobs. You'll become the person that you will be called upon to help in different organizations. And you'll increase your visibility. You'll increase your visibility in person and on LinkedIn. So networking is obviously done to meet with people one-to-one, but I would suggest you reach out to different people on LinkedIn and set up meetings by introducing and saying, I see that you are on LinkedIn. I see that you have a background working in the career consulting or the human resources industry. I'm interested in working in that industry, and I'd like to get your perspective or insight of working in that industry. Would you have 10, 15 minutes to meet with me in the next couple of weeks? We've heard that if you look on different websites, when you get off the after this presentation today, you'll see that anywhere from 70 to 90% of, it depends on what website you go to, 70 to 90% of the people that are hired, it's done from networking. Yes, jobs are posted, but if you can build your network, you can go to the top of the list by getting in and applying for jobs, as I've mentioned before, and being able to put someone's name on it. People want to hire people that they know and they feel comfortable with. So if you've been referred by another person, even though there might have been 200, 300 other people that may have applied for that same job, people will be interested to hire the person that has been referred to them. Just like if you're buying a new car, something for your house, or something else for your own personal possession. If you've been referred to it, you're going to be more likely to buy it. And it's the same thing with the hiring process. So keep in mind, the more people you talk to, it's going to help you. Just like the more people you talk to when you're buying that car or some other personal item, you're going to be more comfortable to buy that item if you've been referred to it. So I look at this as who are you going to target when you're looking for a job? And it's your first level, people that you know well, people that are in your own personal contacts, people that could be your warm contacts, classmates, colleagues, and business associates. Also, you can be reaching out. If you talk to some of your warm contacts, they will be able to refer you to people that you know. Call me and I'll tell you how you can do this, how you can actually say, what you can actually say to them so that you can get introduced to the people that you want to talk to. I realize time is coming to an end, so I may not be able to get into much detail. But if you call me or send a message, I'll be happy to talk to you how you can set up a meeting with some of these people that are that you want to talk to, the companies or industries that you're interested in. Okay, so to expand your network, please volunteer. Even today, there will be some volunteer. There are volunteer requirements for volunteers. Go to the Toronto Volunteer Association, join a board, get on a board, take a course, write articles or blogs, get involved in alumni or professional associations, and there's lots of networking groups out there. Get known, get involved, and people will try to help you, and you can participate and find out about your own industry at the same time. So these are other places that you can network, and I encourage you to join some of them. Professional associations, sports teams, chambers of commerce, professional associations, private companies. So again, top 5 tips. It's not about you. It's about getting out there, being genuine, being curious, asking questions, seek to understand, follow up, but be known as a person of your word when you're reaching out and talking to people. Okay, so I think for today, we don't have a lot of time, any time for questions, but feel free to reach out to me at Brian, BRIAN.Epstein, EPSTEIN @outlook.com, or go to EpsteinSuccessCoach.ca, and I'll be happy to talk to you more. Here's my information right there. Thank you so much for your time. Maybe there may be time for a question. Anybody have a question right now? Okay, so if anyone who was here and has questions for me, please reach out and contact me. I'll be happy to talk to you at any time.
Hi, Brian.
Hi.
Hi. So I just wanted to say thanks for presenting. I hope everything was good with your presentation. I definitely enjoyed watching it. And just in case, I noticed there's a comment in your chat here. Someone asked if you could please write your website address in the chat.
Okay. Sure.
And as well, you might want to put your contact information as well.
Is there anyone else on right now besides you?
Yeah, so you can see there's a few people watching it. You just finished up your presentation a few minutes ago, I believe. So yeah,
Right.
a few people just watching right now. So thanks again for speaking. And just to let everyone else know in the session, so the other sessions will start at 3 o'clock. So if you click on the sessions tab on the left-hand side, you'll be able to see the next round of sessions. Thanks again to Brian for speaking. It was great to have you again. I hope to have you at more future events. And if anyone needs to contact Brian or has any questions for him, you can visit his website or message him through email or call him on the phone. And is there any other ways that people should get in touch with you, Brian, or is that it?
That's fine. They can go to my website. There's also, they can set up a time, what's good for them, and we'll set up a complimentary meeting for sure.
Awesome. Okay. Thanks again, Brian, for speaking. It was great to see you.
Thank you.